Alright, let's start with episode 1. Agatha All Along kicks off with Agatha, played by Kathryn Hahn, post-WandaVision, struggling with Wanda's memory wipe. Sounds interesting enough, right? But the execution. Instead of immediately pulling us back into that witchy world, the episode feels like a slow rehash of things we already know. For a character as fun and unpredictable as Agatha, the pacing here is painfully slow. Agatha spends most of the episode just existing. Sure, there are a few moments where Hahn's humor shines through, but it feels like they're relying too much on the character's popularity from WandaVision rather than giving her something fresh to do. The first episode should hook you in, but this one, it feels like it's dragging its feet. Agatha's internal struggle with her memories has potential, but it's executed in a way that just makes her feel lost. For most of the episode, I was wondering, where's this going? And by the end, I didn't really care. Episode 2 does try to ramp things up, but unfortunately, it falls into a lot of the same traps. We finally get a little more action with Agatha dabbling in her magic and confronting what feels like a half-baked mystical threat. But even with the higher stakes, the pacing just doesn't improve. There's a witchy showdown in this episode that should have been epic, but it ends up feeling underwhelming. The visuals are fine, but nothing we haven't seen before. The real issue is that it doesn't feel like there's much weight to any of it. It's as if they're going through the motions, checking off boxes without really investing in the stakes. Look, I get it. We're still early in the series, but the stakes should feel real by now. Instead, everything feels like it's being held back for some grand reveal that's taking way too long to get to. The villain, we barely care. The conflict, it's vague and underdeveloped. Episode 2 should have been the moment the show grabbed me, but instead, I found myself even less invested than after episode 1. Even with a cliffhanger, I'm left wondering if this show can pull itself together. Let's break it down because even with my issues, there are a few bright spots. Pros. Kathryn Hahn is still doing her best with what she's given. Her wit and charm are there, but it feels wasted. The show's visuals are decent. Magic looks good enough, but nothing that'll blow you away. It's clear Marvel is expanding the magical side of the MCU, but it's moving at a snail's pace. Cons. The pacing is bad. Both episodes feel drawn out, with not enough substance to fill the time. The plot is paper thin. Agatha's struggles feel generic, and the conflict hasn't given us any reason to care. There's a serious lack of urgency. For a show about a powerful witch, it's surprisingly low energy. Honestly, Agatha All Along is starting off weak. I had high hopes for this series, especially after how much fun WandaVision was, but these first 2 episodes just aren't delivering. It's slow, the stakes feel low, and even though Kathryn Hahn's doing her best, it feels like the show isn't giving her enough to work with. There's potential here, but I'm starting to wonder if they'll ever tap into it. So what did you think of Agatha All Along so far? Is it casting a spell on you? Or are you as frustrated as I am? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more reviews, hopefully of shows that actually deliver. Until next time, keep it CineGame, and here's hoping the next episodes pick up the pace.